Let's stop CSE in Washington. Sign Petition R90 and stand for the gospel. Hello, my name is Stuart Quint of Word of Grace Bible Church in Battleground, Washington. I wanted to share with you a simple and practical way to stand for Jesus by opposing CSE in Washington. The Epistle of Jude in verse 3 says this: Beloved, while I was making every effort to write you about our common salvation, I felt the necessity to write to you, appealing that you contend earnestly for the faith which was once for all handed down to the saints. You know, many of us are busy. Many of us have families, jobs, or school, or ministries. I'm married, 4 kids, and I serve in my church. We're all busy. And yet, no one wants to talk about stuff like CSE. And Jude was the same way. You just heard in that verse that he wanted to talk about the joys of their common salvation. Yet instead, Jude saw a more urgent priority for that moment. Specifically, he saw a danger to the gospel, which is why he pleads with his readers. He urges them to contend earnestly for the faith once for all handed down to them. In our day, that danger in our context is the CSE law and the ideology that behind it. What is CSE? It's comprehensive sex education. Now, specifically, those of you who are older, you might think of health education that you took in high school. Well, let me tell you, what we took in high school is nothing compared to what this CSE is about. This CSE is much, much worse and even satanic. The Washington State Legislature passed a law that would force this curriculum on elementary school children, including kindergartners. Picture that. This CSE will promote abortion, transgenderism, and sexual exploitation, especially of women. It will lead youth to make horrific decisions that will lead to their destruction in this life and even in the life to come. So this is a serious threat. So what can you do? What can I do in the midst of all this? Sign Petition R90. If we can get enough signatures by June 2nd for this petition, essentially it will put this new CSE law to a vote on the November election ballot of this year. So you're signing now to get an opportunity to vote out CSE, which the ruling party in Washington and Olympia chose to push through in spite of significant opposition. Go to the website that you found either on the email you received or below this video. Click on the link and there'll be instructions there for you. Let's be clear, this is not the final battle. This is one skirmish and a long protracted war. Keep in mind, our struggle is not against flesh and blood. It's against the spiritual wickednesses in the high places. We're pushing things like CSC and the debauchery associated with it. Let's stand for Jesus. Let's also stand for protecting the children whom God has given us to protect in Washington as he enables us. Thank you for listening. May God give you wisdom and courage to do what is right. Thank you.